and Blender has helped me guide the team in that aspect. So you want to see how it looks in VR, AR, or in mixed reality, you're able to do that all throughout Blender. I've used other 3D software, but what makes Blender different, as we see here and talk, all the different conversation, is the community. Hello everybody, thanks for coming out for my presentation. I'm Vazquez. I'm talking about the art of the possible in the aerospace industry and going through a little bit of my process of how I try to use visualization, previs, and really think of design and Blender as a system that serves whatever visualization that could be needed for the customer. So if I click through, prototyping of the possible for the aerospace. That is what I've been doing for the last 8 years. The lab that I work in at the Aerospace Corporation, we get to visualize the art of the possible for the industry and work with different customers and clients, everything from NASA to different agencies. And with our special area that we focus in, our little prototype lab, we get to do everything from XR, from immersive tech, that's VR, AR, and all the in between. And I work with teams that work in Unity or other applications or the web, and I help them tell their stories. So this could be concept art, 3D visualizations, motion graphics, interactive systems, cinematic storytelling, and spatial systems. So sometimes that's working in the VR, so a customer wants to see X product or X scenario, and I help to go along the way bringing design principles to the visualization of that. Here I'll be showing a second, a little highlight of some videos and kind of stuff that we do at Aerospace. I don't have the high polished renders, but you can see I've used geometry nodes to build a lot of these things. And I try to take a systematic approach to the way that I tell story and using the different stuff. And this is just a little highlight of some stuff that I get to do at work that has some fun. That's a combination of different systems, of showing satellites going through a different space, maybe viewing a certain area. And in the bottom here, you can see some interface that I've blended with some concepts and animations done in Blender. And you can really create a hybrid of the two to really create a ground of truth of, can we build a prototype before committing a whole team to building a project? So quite often, they just want to see the story visualized, and I try to take them through the journey and make it a story, because a lot of the company has PhDs and very smart people, but they just need some help telling the stories. And here's some examples that these are NASA models that there was a customer want to visualize their models in space, but they were struggling with the way that they could make it feel more cinematic. And here we were able to take the opportunity to have some fun in Blender, do some turntable renderings, and not be trapped on in space. You have one light source. Sometimes you have to tell story by making it a little bit more cinematic with the lighting, with the animations. In this example, I was able to take NASA data, take a CSV, load it up, and in the 60s, we invented GPS. So in that scene, I was using geometry nodes to bring in the CSV and plot all the satellites. And then there's other times that I get to do different animations and experiments. What if we're able to use geometry nodes combined to kind of show how we scan? And a lot of times I try to explore and push the limits. The Blender community is great here because we have YouTube and we have different communities that you're able to share and understand materials. So showing experimentation through materials, being realistic to being stylized, all building a narrative as you go through. And these are just some examples. This is a complex geometry node system that I don't think the video is going to work today, but I was able to make waypoints on the bottom, a jet fly above, and then sky communication. And here I show an example of, I made an XR sandbox. How can I go from Blender to VR or AR by creating a scenario that will be the same throughout, connecting all the pipelines? It doesn't matter what your final product could be. Could Blender be at the center and help you get through it to visualize it and move quicker, move faster, and be able to really concentrate? And this is one example. I took multiple systems and chained them together. I was able to create the geometry node, point A, point B, put a range, and make contact at the bottom, and then multi-space connection. So that's a little example of not the high-end visuals that will be a Hollywood production level, but could we create something very rapidly in a short time to get us to telling the story? And through the rest of the presentation, I'll kind of show a few of the different things as I go through using Blender to get us there. Over the past 8 years, I've got to explore everything and anything in Blender, and it's been a huge learning curve that I've used other 3D software, but what makes Blender different, as we see here and talk, all the different conversation, is the community. And this one tool has given me a pipeline to be one person to contribute to multiple teams on multiple levels. Back in college, I went to the Cleveland Institute of Art. In 2011, I had a buddy introduce me to Suzanne for the first time. And this was my first introduction to Blender. It was this monkey, and I was like, what is this about? And it was a different clicking system, and at that time, I wasn't prepared to go into it, but a few years later, when I joined the Aerospace Corporation, I was like, I think I can go back into it and get more comfortable. So from there, I've been using Blender ever since. So 8 years in the immersive technology and animation studio, and here's where I've been for the past 8 years, being able to work with a wide range of customers, solving problems in all aspects. One source for every platform. Like I mentioned, I work in an embedded team, and it's kind of the video game engine, but we also work with customers that their needs may be as simple as, can we tell a story through storyboarding through PowerPoint? And Blender has helped me guide the team in that aspect. So here's just an example of how I go from blocking in stills to a final polish. So always when we're building out a scenario, scene, or story, we want to do it at low fidelity, and some of the geometry node systems that I showed in the video earlier, I made a system that I'm able to put in low poly models to block out the scene. Then I build a geometry node system. Then I transition to the end panel or the right panel to really control and build the scene as the story starts to develop so we can rapidly prototype. Here's one example of the XR sandbox that I did. I made a simple setup that it would be a clear studio setup that we can block in. In this case, I think there was a resource, and I've seen a couple of videos that you're able to assign an empty to a target. So I had a line be drawn to the satellite, and you're able to control where you point the target. So if we're investigating or talking about something particular, you want to see how it looks in VR, AR, or in mixed reality, you're able to do that all throughout Blender. And then when you port it to whatever platform of choice, whether it's Unity, Unreal, or the web, you're able to kind of have a consistent look, feel, and understanding. Design systems and components and patterns. These things are how I've combined my product design background and creating interfaces and combined it with the Blender underlay, sketch, and previs to really create compelling stuff. I think some of these may not load, but I'll show that in 1 second. These are systems and not assets. I want to create reusable components. If we're going to be doing this constantly, and over 8 years, I've had different scenarios and different challenges that I want to create things that are systematic. This was one example where I had created the whole geometry node system to show the satellite in a position, and then you won't be able to see it here because of the file being for email. It's a little pixelated, but I have a whole UI that tied in a system that I built in a different platform, and I haven't got to building custom interfaces in Blender yet to chain the two together, but here I was able to rapidly tell a story, sit down with the customer, understand this is what we want to do before even picking up or passing to the engineering team to build the actual application. So we're able to have story and talk about context very quickly and rapidly. So the goal is to make the invisible visible. And I'm using this as a thought of how can we use geometry nodes to build up to that cinematic scene. So in this case, this video is not going to load, but I had shown like earlier in the scene where I did different material passes. How can you switch as you tell story very rapidly and quickly? I had built an asset browser system that users can drop in whatever model and then attach a texture to really optimize things. And the whole way is one tool, one designer with craft-driven results. The traditional route that we do in other industries, from concepting, modeling, animating, lighting, you build the whole thing, and I've been exploring and trying to keep it all into Blender as one pipeline so that no matter the team, I'm able to serve them. And the render is the deliverable. Sometimes, in some cases, we have projects that have a quick turnaround, and with multiple teams and cross-platform, sometimes just getting to a point where we can have a conversation. The final render is not going to be a Hollywood production video, but it could be a conversation piece to tell a technical, difficult story that scientists may not be able to communicate just only through slides or charts, but can I assist them with Blender? Yeah, just to close, some of the stuff that I've been doing with Blender is creating these cinematic scenes with geometry nodes. And let's see. So how can we go from Blender, like I said, I built a XR sandbox to the headset. So one example is I created this geometry node system that I'm able to go from Blender, save to the proper format, straight to the headset. And for this example, I did spatial computing. It's the same geometry node system that I showed in the animation earlier, but in the aspect ratio that would fit in the headset. So I kind of did a digital twin of where the eyes would be and how someone would use a headset to see the actual scene and capturing in a volume, and was able to programmatically do it all through the geometry node systems within it. New tools, same workbench. In the last 3 months, I've been experimenting with the Apple Vision Pro and using this whole pipeline. How can I take the same premise that I've been doing for 8 years with VR or the web? Could I use that with Apple Vision Pro? So that's kind of the pipeline and some of the stuff that I showed there. And here's one example. I was able to take a scene and drop it and have control panels and different buttons to really fine-tune the scene for the customer to kind of visualize what would be an orbit that is done in Unity or done in other platforms, but this was from Blender to the Apple Vision Pro all independently. And here I kind of use some modern AI tools to help me bridge the gap to get to a prototype so I can keep the scene consistent throughout the different platforms that we use. So high stakes environments don't need an army of tools. Blender has been my one tool that I'm able to communicate concept or just prototype, whatever it may be, and work with multiple teams. Your curiosity, I went too quick. Your curiosity should be your pipeline. Every adventure that I've gone in Blender has been either inspired from video or can I reverse engineer that? Like Kenny was talking about earlier, I see inspiration and I see a way with Blender, and geometry nodes has helped me so much to create repeatable, scalable things. And this is just one example here. Me and Suzanne hang out now, and I'm able to do those sci-fi effects that when I first met her, I wasn't able to do, but over time, Blender's really powered me to do the things I've aspired as a kid. And that's my presentation. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.